how to build muscle at home without equipment, or body recomposition at home. Is it possible? In this video, I'm gonna explain whether you can actually see results and build muscle and get stronger with doing your workouts at home with zero equipment. Whether you're someone who's a beginner to strength training or you're someone who's been doing strength training for a really long time, but you find you just can't make it to the gym on a regular basis because of things like kids, work, or other scheduling conflicts, is it worth it to do your workouts at home? Are you gonna get the results you want? Or should you be going to the gym or buying a whole bunch of equipment to have at home? So in this video, I'm gonna answer that question for you. I'm also gonna explain how many days per week you should be strength training at home if you wanna see results in building lean muscle, decreasing body fat, and getting stronger with your workouts. How long should your workouts at home be? And I'll also explain how to apply progressive overload if you're not lifting weights. With body weight exercises, how can you still continue to challenge yourself and apply progressive overload without the dumbbells or the barbells? And then make sure you watch all the way to the end because I'm gonna give you a few workout split ideas that you can do if you choose to do your workouts at home, how you can structure your workouts throughout the week to make sure that you're hitting every muscle group and are gonna get the results in building muscle and strength that you want. So let's get right into it. But if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get a notification when I release a new video just like this one every single week. So let's start by answering the question, the burning question, and why you clicked on this video. Is it possible to build muscle at home without equipment? Yes, it is. 100% it is. Now, of course, I've talked about this in my other body recomposition videos. If you're someone who is new to strength training and you've never done any type of strength training before, you are gonna see more results in building lean muscle a lot faster than someone who has been strength training for a really long time. It's just the way it works. If you don't have a lot of muscle mass and you all of a sudden start strength training, it's kind of shocking your system a little bit and you're going to build muscle a little bit faster than someone, has been strength training for the last 5 years on and off here and there. It's going to be much harder for them because you already have that base of muscle to see a huge increase in muscle mass. And that's whether you're working out at the gym or home or anywhere. And it's the same idea when it comes to if you have 60 pounds to lose or if you have 5 or 10 pounds to lose. The person trying to lose 60 pounds is going to drop that body weight a lot faster by just making a few small changes in their life, healthier habits, all the things, whereas the last 5 or 10 pounds is usually the hardest and you really have to lock things in. So that's kind of the concept, but the answer to the question is anybody, 100%, yes, you can build muscle at home without equipment. So if you want to start strength training at home, either you feel more comfortable starting at home, you don't have time to go to the gym, or you don't feel comfortable exercising in a gym setting, or you maybe don't have the budget right now to buy a bunch of equipment for home, it doesn't mean you can't start. And it's very, very effective when done properly. So how many days a week should you be strength training if you want to see results with building lean muscle? A great place to start is a minimum of 3 days up to 5 days a week. And how long should each of these workouts be? If you're a beginner or say you actually don't have a lot of time in your life to commit to exercise right now, 3 days a week for 30 minutes is a great place to start. If you have a little bit more free time and you think you can commit a little bit more to your exercise, 4 days a week or 5 days a week is also great. If you have an hour, go for it. But you don't have to work out for an hour. You don't have to be dripping in sweat after every single workout for it to be effective. So when you're looking at strength training workouts, this is really a side note here that's just coming to my head right now as I'm filming, is when you are doing your strength training workouts, do not worry about the amount of calories your Apple Watch or Fitbit is telling you you're burning. When you're doing your strength training workouts, don't think you have to be super sore the next day for it to be considered a good workout. I think a lot of people get caught up in the no pain, no gain, gotta work hard, blah, blah, blah. And you don't have to at all. With strength training workouts, the goal of the workout is to go slow, have that mind-muscle connection, talk to your muscles as you're working them, focus on form, and challenge yourself in that way. And that means you might not actually sweat a lot, and that's okay. As long as you feel the burn in your muscles, that's a very effective workout. If your Apple Watch tells you you only burned 150 calories, the long-term plan of building lean muscle on your body is that it will slowly increase your basal metabolic rate, so the amount of calories your body burns on a daily basis. So that's kind of the basic framework of an effective workout. But to be honest, if you only have 15 minutes, 3 days a week, that's great as well. Remember, anything is better than nothing. And as long as you are showing up those 15 minutes 3 days a week and you're consistently doing that over and over and over again, you are gonna see results. So don't think that you don't have time. We can all find 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get in a few exercises, even if you have to split it up. 15 minutes in the morning before the kids wake up, 15 minutes while your kid is napping or after they go to bed. That's fine as well. What matters more is just doing it and showing up, and that's how you're gonna get the results of building muscle at home without equipment. I just want to take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, Element, one of my go-tos for replenishing my electrolytes after sweaty workouts. Electrolytes are so important for so many functions of the body, including hormonal regulation, nutrient absorption, and fluid balance. Sometimes water just isn't enough, and Element has the perfect balance of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And better yet, 0 artificial sweeteners, 0 sugar, so no junk. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Michelle. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Michelle. So now let's take a minute to talk about progressive overload. So I have a video talking all about progressive overload right here. I'll link that in the description below if you want to know more about progressive overload and what it is and why we want to be doing it. But put simply, it's the consistent challenging yourself. So whether it's increasing your weights as your body adapts to a certain weight, so say doing an overhead press with a 10-pound dumbbell, eventually you're going to do 10 reps, eventually you're going to be able to do 15, eventually you're going to be able to do 20, and it's not really a challenge anymore. That's when we want to apply progressive overload, meaning increasing to the 12-pound weight or the 15-pound weight and going back to the 6 to 8 reps you originally started with and increasing from there. And once you can do 10 to 15 again, you go back, you increase your weight, and you work your way up. But that's what prevents your body from adapting to the things that you're doing, because the body is an amazing machine and it will eventually adapt. So when you're consistently doing the same weights, the same workout over and over and over again, eventually it's gonna get easy and it's not applying the same challenge to your body as it once did. So how do we do that if we're not lifting dumbbells to kind of measure the weights that we're lifting? How do we apply progressive overload and continue to challenge ourselves when we're only using our body weight? I've got 5 different ways to share with you. Number 1, you can change the rep ranges of the exercises you're doing. So if you were doing, say, push-ups for 6 to 8 reps, once you can do 6 to 8 reps with good form, increase your reps to 10 to 12, where you've got 100% perfect form and you're slowly increasing your rep ranges and the reps that you're challenging yourself to hit. So if you were hitting 3 sets of 8 reps perfectly, increase that to 3 sets of 10 reps. And try that for a while. But that's the first way to apply progressive overload. Tip number 2 is change the rest times between exercises. So if you were resting 90 seconds between your sets of squats, maybe drop that down to 60 seconds. And that's gonna, again, challenge your body a little bit more because there's less recovery time. Tip number 3, add a pulse, add a pause, or change the tempo of the exercise. So a pulse I'll show you here in my sock feet. Down, pulse at the bottom, back up. So if you think a normal squat is just going down and up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Now I'm gonna add a little bounce at the bottom, still driving up. Okay, this just makes the exercise a tiny bit harder and again, adds a little challenge to the exercise. Option number 2, you can add a pause at the bottom. So for example, coming down, hold for 2 seconds, 5 seconds, drive back up, okay? So I'm here, coming down, instead of going right back up, I'm sitting in that position, drive back up. And last one, you can change the tempo. So you can do what we call eccentric training or negative. So you're doing your squat again, and I'm counting about 5 seconds to get down versus dropping down like this. Now I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can add a pause too, make it even harder. Drive back up. Okay, so still working on proper form. 5 seconds down, right? Okay. And either drive back up, add a pulse at the bottom, add a pause. But those are some different ways that you can increase the difficulty of the exercise. As you can tell, I'm out of breath. So it does add a little bit of a challenge. You can do it in your push-ups. If you're going down into push-ups, add a pause when your chest almost hits the ground, pause for 2 seconds, drive back up, way harder. Add a pulse at the bottom of your push-up. Do your push-ups with an eccentric focus. So going down 5 seconds, and then push back up. Fourth idea to apply progressive overload to home workouts without equipment is try supersetting different exercises together. So one, if you haven't been supersetting exercises, you can try adding this in, meaning if you've just been doing, say, a set of squats, rest for 30 seconds, a set of squats, and then moving on to your push-ups and doing 3 sets of push-ups with your rest in between, moving on to planks, so on and so forth. Maybe try supersetting your squat and your push-up. Or if you want more of a challenge in your lower body, try supersetting squats and maybe step-ups or reverse lunges. Do your set of squats, rest for 30 seconds, do your set of lunges, rest for 30, back to your squats. Add in some pulses and some pauses and some negatives, all kinds of things. And this is just going to increase the intensity of your workout. And again, shock your system a little bit if your body's not used to that. And then the fifth option, if you've maybe done all of these options already, is try training to failure. So again, with the push-ups, I would say maybe not every set, but if you want, of course, every set. Maybe if you've done 2 sets of solid push-ups, on your last set, you're gonna train to failure and count your reps. So maybe in your last set, you're gonna train to failure, meaning with good form. The second you lose your form, exercise is done. And that's where you can track your progress and know if you're getting stronger. That's the last option. Same goes for squats. Same goes for many other exercises, planks, all the things, is train till you can't do it anymore with good form. And that's gonna really push the threshold and really challenge your body. Okay, and lastly, as promised, let's talk about a few options. So if you've decided, okay, Michelle said it's worth it, I'm gonna start doing my workouts at home without equipment, I'm not gonna worry about it, I'm just gonna get started. Let's talk about a few options for workout splits and how you can set your week up just to make sure you're hitting every muscle group at least twice a week to ensure you are getting enough challenge and stimulation to grow those muscles. So let's talk about a 3-day split first. So again, if you've decided I can for sure commit 3 days a week for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever you can do, 3 days a week consistently. So when you're picking your workout split, I think that it's best to pick something that's not gonna stress you out more, not gonna make you feel negatively about your journey if you happen to miss a workout. 3-day splits is normally a great place to start, because even if something comes up on Friday and you had your schedule planned to do a full body workout on Friday, you can bump it to Saturday. I think what matters most is you get your workouts done throughout the week, so you have 7 days in the week to fit in 3 workouts. If you feel you're in a position that you can fit in 4 days a week as well, here's a great way you can split up your workout. 3-day split. You have 2 options. You could do 3 full body workouts, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, whatever works best for your schedule. But what's most important is you're not doing 2 days back to back, especially if you're doing the full body workouts. You need some recovery in between. So at least a rest day between your strength training workouts. So you either do your full body workouts 3 days a week. You can also do an upper body day, a lower body day, and a full body day. This tends to be a little bit easier if you're someone who can't consistently work out on the same days, because if it happens that you have to do 2 strength workouts back to back, you can do a lower body day and then the upper body day in the next day, and you can do those back to back because you're working different muscle groups. So that's a great example of where to start. If you're doing a 4-day split, I definitely recommend doing lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or again, what works best with your schedule. Then what do we do for exercise selection? One, I have a great reference already on my channel talking about all of the bodyweight compound exercises, which are the best exercises to start with. Already on my channel right here. I will link that in the description below if you want to go watch that one next. But basically you want to start by picking 4 to 7 exercises. If you're doing a lower body workout, 4 to 7 lower body exercises. Again, you can choose if you want to superset exercises, if you want to just do your 2 to 3 sets of one exercise and move on. There are so many different ways you can set up a workout plan. Again, that determines on you specifically, the time you have available. If you only have 20 minutes to work out, don't pick 7 exercises to get through. It's not going to happen. Probably lean more towards 4 or 5. If you're a beginner, maybe lean more towards 3 or 4, and that's fine. It's a great place to start, and then you could add things in as you go. So there you go, guys. To answer the question once and for all, can you build muscle at home without equipment or achieve a body recomposition? Yes, 100% you can, or you can at least get the ball rolling until you feel more confident or have more time to go to the gym. But remember, I think you're better off doing something at home than literally just being like, well, I don't have time to go to the gym, I'm just not gonna do anything. Let's be honest, which one's better? You might as well do something right? And believe that what you're doing is actually going to work, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it will. And if you're looking just to get the ball rolling, but you don't really want to invest any money yet, I've got a free 4-week download. It's a calendar using all of the body weight workouts already on my channel. I've got a whole bunch of follow along body weight workouts. So it'll give you a workout calendar to show you which exercise to do which day for the 4 weeks to kind of get the ball rolling. And I'll also link that in the description below. And of course, if you feel you need more personalized coaching from me, you can check out my one-on-one online fitness and nutrition coaching program. I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. As always, guys, leave any questions in the comments below. I'm always happy to help, and I will see you in the next one.